Hey Pisces, what's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Katie, and today we're going to be doing your money and finances reading for the week ahead. So let's see what is showing up here, if there's any heads up, if there's any particular pieces of advice that Spirit wants to get to you through the cards. So remember, take what resonates with you, what applies for you, and leave the rest. Remember that these are public readings, so some messages will be for you. Other messages that don't apply to the context of your life may be for someone else watching. Pisces, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for being here. Know that this reading may also bring advice as far as career goes, career choices, and things like that. So again, take it if it resonates. All right, universe, what's up with Pisces in money and career? Pisces sun, moon, rising, Venus placements. First week of October, money and career, money, finances, and career. Okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles as the first energy showing up here. Oh, Pisces, I feel like some of you have been waiting for results for quite some time. You have been putting in the work. And as you can see in the illustration here, at some point you may have given up on any kind of expectation and you may have just sort of like taken a nap instead. We see this bunny and he is asleep, you know, within all of these dry leaves. The Seven of Pentacles talks about looking at our gains, looking at the money that we're making, and feeling like it's not enough. Like it may not be enough for what we're hoping to receive or what we're wishing to spend, or it may be not enough as kind of like a result of our efforts. So there is a little bit of maybe frustration, maybe disappointment, maybe feeling like things, yes, are kind of moving, but they're not moving as quickly as you would like them to. Some of you have given up on something. Some of you, it's like you have gotten distracted while you wait for these results to show up. You've gotten distracted and maybe you're feeling inclined to do something different. I feel like some of you are giving up on something because it has taken just way too long. The challenge is the Ace of Swords. So there is a lack of clarity. There is basically, it's like you want to know if that thing that you have been working on for so long, if it ever will rise back up or if it's kind of gone for good. And I feel like many of you are wishing to get a very clear, like, leave it behind or stay from the universe. It's like you're wanting that clarity in order to make a real move. And it seems like you're waiting for a sign. It seems like you're just waiting there to see if things get better, waiting there to see if you can find a way to turn it around. But some of you, I feel like you're at your wit's end, and it seems like you are um, getting disappointed. There could be an important conversation that needs to happen here. So maybe ask your spirit guides, ask the divine, ask directly for those signs. Maybe get a personalized reading, doesn't have to be with me, but any kind of person that can help you clarify if you should move on or if you should stay. In the recent past, we have the Death card. I see that you have found even the downtime quite beautiful. It's like, in a way, Pisces, you're very grateful for life, for every opportunity. You don't really take anything for granted. You don't assume that you're entitled to absolutely everything. And therefore, even in the moments in which, you know, maybe you weren't getting enough, maybe you didn't even have enough in general, you still found ways to see the beauty in life and to feel grateful with what is working, what you do have. And I feel like this is actually a very beautiful quality of yours, Pisces. Being able to see the beauty where others would be maybe complaining. It's like if something used to be really good and it wound up being, you know, really limiting or really frustrating later, it's like you still can see the beauty. And that is something that a lot of people cannot see. Some people can only see the diminishing or what they perceive as the failure or the downgrade or stuff like that. And I feel, Pisces, like you should definitely honor yourself for being able to see the beauty in everything because there is beauty in everything. And even as something has been, maybe dying, could be a business, could be a project, could be a product, it may have been sort of dwindling down, dying, um, you can still enjoy the process. It's like you're still finding beauty within it. Some of you may have received into your business or into this that has been kind of like withering. You may have received a Scorpio at some point, and their energy may have sort of affected the whole thing. In the present moment, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So I see that you're still putting in the work, you're still putting in the energy, maybe precisely because you have fallen in love with the journey instead of the destination. Maybe you have fallen in love with your routine, with things that you do, and even if the rewards aren't, all that much, it seems here like working is a reward on its own for some of you. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you have a purpose, like you're doing something good, like you're helping people, assisting someone. And I do see that you're working hard. This week ahead may be busy. You may be thinking about something new. You may be thinking about bringing this from death back to life, or exploring new avenues around it, possibly. But this week, if you want work and you're requesting the divine to bring clients, to bring opportunities, the work is here for you to have it, okay? So if you want to get busy, you're gonna have every chance to do that. Then we have the King of Wands. So I see you in the near future, maybe getting a little bit more inspired than you have been in a while. And I think that it's gonna be about something new. Maybe you are going to be putting something to rest. Maybe you are going to be letting go of something that served its purpose. Maybe you're going to be selling it to someone else. Maybe you're going to be transferring it to someone else so they take care of it or something along those lines. But I feel like you are almost getting your strength up to get ready for that new cycle, this new chapter in which inspiration and motivation, um, that inner fire seems to want to carry you into new possibilities. Some of you, I feel like you really have stayed somewhere in which you were stuck for far too long, precisely because you had that optimism of yours and that patience of yours. And you were trying to see if something was gonna like come back to life. And I feel like maybe, it's time to get moving. Like it's time to, see that maybe things could be better right now. Because sometimes it's like we don't want to be optimistic to a point of delusion, but sometimes, between that and, being super bitter that something didn't work, it's like easier for our mind to inevitably default into like optimism because we don't really want to like accept that something has gone wrong or something like that. Could be, take it if it resonates. I'm taking cards upright, by the way. Five of Swords. There are different opinions. If you were to talk to your loved ones, there's different opinions about what you should do. Some of them may say, hey, if it's, not working anymore, then you should probably use your energy for something else. Or some of them may be saying like, hey, but don't close something that you have worked so hard on, like keep going, or maybe give it to someone else. Or there's a lot of different opinions. And there's a possibility here that you are not gonna be settled in one opinion or another for a while. You may go back and forth. You're being advised to research, to study, to really analyze the options, to talk to people who maybe know what the options are, actually. Legally, business-wise, investment-wise, market-wise, whatever. Um, it would be a good idea for you to ask and get exposed to objective, good options to see really what you can do. Because you might be conflicted about it. In your environment, I see that there is a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius. Okay, there could be someone around you with these signs. Could be their sun sign, their main sign, or it could be their rising sign, their moon sign, doesn't matter. But this person is very objective. This person is very assertive. They have a very good mind for business, for return on investment. And I feel like they're going to tell you something that is going to surprise you. I feel like someone here is going to tell you, like, hey, but if you like it, even if you're not making all that much money, like, what if you keep it as a hobby or something like that? Chay, ¿qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó, mi amor? ¿Qué? ¿Quieres salir? Te abro. ¿Mm? Sorry, guys. He's coming over to say hi, I think. Anyway, so this person is going to bring in like a piece of advice that you wouldn't normally like expect from them. So maybe talking to a person like this, if you can identify them in your life, could be a good idea. They're going to be in your environment and they can provide you with perspective. In your hopes and fears, we have the world. And I see that some of you, it's like you really want expansion. You crave expansion. You want to have something maybe come full circle or before letting it go or reach some kind of milestone with it. So maybe it's like, okay, this business is not providing for you anymore, or this industry or this job or whatever. It seems like you kind of want to, if you're going to close it or, leave it, it's like you want it to end with on a high note somehow. For you, for your soul, for your kind of like emotional journey or whatever. Some of you want something that brings you expansion, visibility, but at the same time, you may be a little intimidated by that. And that could be the reason why some of us, Pisces, we could be holding on to something that is not quite flourishing when it probably should have by now. I feel like some of you are a little bit intimidated by the idea of getting out there and making things happen and all the newness, and it's partially exciting, but at the same time I feel, Pisces, that some of you are kind of like, oh, but I'm kind of safe here, like I'm used to this, like is it that bad, you know what I mean, like getting into this comfort zone. We have the Knight of Swords. What I'm hearing is that some of you, you're not aware that this previous thing wasn't supposed to be the end all, or like the end game. It was preparing you for this new idea that is coming now. Chai, ¿qué pasó, mi amor? We have the Knight of Swords, we have the Six of Wands, beautiful, and we have the Justice. It's like something may not be able to be revived, Pisces, to the point in which you want it to be revived. If you want to keep it, you can keep it, you can continue to do it, to love it. But if what you want is like massive success, financial success, I think that everything is pointing to a new path that will bring you the justice for that previous path. So it's like all the work that you poured into that thing that you're letting go, none of that is wasted. It's going to be like the gains are going to be coming in through something new though. Because this thing can't provide you necessarily with those gains. But those gains in the bank of the universe, it's like all of that is there for you to receive. Divine justice is here. We see Six of Wands. I'm gonna get Chai out because he's stressing me. Mention. He's like, I'm stressed too, bitch. Yeah, I want to go. So yeah, what I feel is like maybe it's like in love. I don't know if you ever have thought about things in this way, but there's some people that are unable to love you because of whatever trauma, whatever they have in their life. If you gave a lot of love to someone who couldn't love you back, I personally feel like all of that love you gave to them will come back shaped differently through a different person that is able to love you. And it has been my experience. And the same is what I feel for this project. It's like maybe you put a lot of effort into something, but that something just simply couldn't. It wasn't able to provide for you. But that doesn't mean that all of that energy that you poured is wasted. It didn't vanish. The universe is energy. Energy doesn't die. It transforms. It doesn't cease to exist. It transforms. And I feel like it's gonna be coming back. All of those rewards for all of your patience and effort and optimism and perseverance, it's all gonna come back to you. But maybe not through that particular avenue. So yeah, keep that in mind, Pisces. Very interesting here. You have a lot of incredible qualities that would be best put to use in something new. And I feel like that idea is already kind of hovering around you. You already kind of have a clue of what I'm talking about. But that doesn't mean that you have to necessarily abandon something that you love. You can keep it as a hobby. You can keep it as something that you do for love, without necessarily having an expectation financially. All right. Pisces, so this is what I have for you for this week. Interesting. Comment below and let me know if any of this resonated for you. Comment below and just say hi. I miss you guys. I haven't been reading the comments as much, and I really want to get back to that. Because that's where I get to say hi directly. Anyway, my loves, I'll see you in the next one. I hope that you get some food for thought, with this reading and that it helps you. I really truly hope it does. Bye, my loves.